Hello everybody and welcome back out of the case. This is Skyflight 44, aka Zek 44, and today I am playing Burnout 3. I'm gonna go for the muscle series this time. I generally don't play as the muscle series. If I'm really gonna go for something that really isn't that fast, I'm gonna go straight to the what are they called, the compact series. And I don't really go below the coupe muscle. I'm better at muscle than I am, or I used to be, than a sports. But yeah, the I don't use the muscle too much. Hmm. But I memory good. I thought I was gonna get that in the menus. This is probably a long. Yeah, this is a long track. Riviera and Vineyard, I believe. This sucks. Oh well. But in the last time I was talking a lot about nature and racetracks and how many games don't have that anymore. I mean, they still do, but it's completely overshadowed by all the real tracks, the real life tracks. I don't know, all the real life tracks don't have enough trees. They feel all the same. They look all the same. And they're all in fields and fields, and it feels like it sucks. None of them really have those distinct like set pieces that an original track has, or nature's like track has. And it's racing. One of the things about racing, especially Gran Turismo, and how long some of those races can go on for, you really want to have a good-looking track. I mean, a lot of the arcade racing games, or the semi-simulator, have a lot of them have all these set pieces that really do make the tracks look awesome. Even the kart racers, but the kart racers look, some of them just look bizarre. The one I'm thinking of right now that looks absolutely visually pleasing is Mario Kart 7. That music, like a music theme course, that's pretty much one of my favorite tracks in that game. I'm a huge fan of music themed levels and games, and that was definitely no exception. Actually, if you want an exception to that, go play Rayman, the original Rayman, and I never beat that world. I never beat that world. That world sucked. But yeah, a lot of these tracks in this game feel very interesting, and that's a good thing. They look interesting, and probably one of the most effective things is it's just like Need for Speed Underground 1. You don't know what the entire city looks like. However, you can piece the city together. Crap, that was my fault. Based solely upon what you see through the actual races themselves. Because this seems like a real city, unlike a lot of other racing games. Just because you have so many like different racetracks that overlap each other. And even one, especially with the European one, even though they look so very different, Winter City does not look like it. It should be very close to like Riviera, and even the Alpine one. They actually seeing the transitions in between those little different areas really interesting visually because it's kind of like going from lake waterfront, not lake side resort, waterfront in Lakeside Resort to Silver Lake. Going from obviously a city to basically right by the lake, where you would probably go fishing, camping, or something like that. Yeah, just it looks interesting. It looks awesome, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I like sprint tracks so much. I like circuit racing, but sprint racing is awesome. Yeah, I broke the rubber band, didn't I? I'm never gonna catch it. Yeah, I'm never gonna catch it unless I go back a few positions. If you're doing horribly, the game rewards you. If you're in second place and the first place is in like 14 seconds ahead, let's say, you're not going to get any farther ahead. You're gonna have to try your ass. You're gonna have to try your ass off. So hard to get back. And it's not like I even have the time. But yeah, you know exactly what I feel like with all of those tracks. It really does come down to visuals. I mean, after you go around the circuit for a good long time, yeah, it really does get to you. Actually, Need for Speed Underground is it's definitely one of my favorite games, just because of it's exactly why I like this game with the different sections, the different races, the different areas of the city, and then all of it getting connected with some overlapping tracks, but also with the sprint tracks. And the best part about that game was going from Olympic Square onto like all the other tracks, and then Olympic Square had you would reuse a huge portion, but also add in a new section of the city onto the track, and then that would be a new track. And just stuff like that was just pure awesome, because yeah, you were still in your comfort zone, but they would just show you some new areas of the city, and you don't have that sense of discovery and that just sense of excitement and comfort when you play like something like Underground 2, which is completely free roaming. Though Underground 2 really had an interesting world, so I will say that that's still good. Again. Although one of the things I gotta admit about Underground 1 and 2 that I don't like about any of the other Need for Speed series is that those games were dark and realistic looking, while also being very colorful because of all the neon. That was one of the nice things about it. The game, I probably said this somewhere, but Most Wanted and Carbon especially, Most Wanted just felt to me washed out. Watching my brother play it not too long ago, it really does feel completely washed out. The going from like Need for Speed Underground 2 to Most Wanted, it's like all the colors got washed out, and I just don't. The visuals of Underground, and Underground 2. Then going on to well, the Most Wanted was just it's I don't like Most Wanted mainly because of the visuals and mainly because of the entire place. It doesn't stick to me like Underground 2's well, the Underground 2's Free Roaming City does, or even Underground's City. And that wasn't even free roaming. The set piece, I really didn't have, there was no set pieces that really got to me Most Wanted like there was in Underground 2. I mean, those hidden shops in Underground 2 were set pieces in themselves. I really don't remember too much about Most Wanted, but I definitely remember them not having much for me to remember. But then again, I only really played maybe 6, 7 ranks up, so I'm not an expert. But Carbon was even worse with the, well, it did feel, I prefer it over Most Wanted, but it felt gritty, it felt too dark, it felt like Underground if Underground didn't have all that neon and lights. That's what Carbon felt like. Kind of tried the visual style. Me just it needs the lights. I mean, there was definitely lights in the game, but it just, I don't know, something about it that just did not feel like it did not bring the happy that Underground 1 and 2 did. Mainly because it felt all blue. I mean, blue's nice, but there is such thing as too much blue. So close. That was one of the other things about a lot of the other racing games I played. The soundtrack is generally hit or miss on some of them. I mean, Underground soundtrack was great. Underground 2 was definitely good. Not the best, but Most Wanted soundtrack did not really fit for me. I mean, without the visuals, without the pleasing audio, the atmosphere was completely broken for me in Most Wanted. I don't remember any of the music in Underground, not Underground, Most Wanted. Wait, not Most Wanted, Carbon, I mean. Switching up my games now. But, yeah. But the thing about it is actually, Gran Turismo, for all the things I say about Gran Turismo, I don't remember many tracks at all in Gran Turismo except for 2. And the thing about, unless it's Gran Turismo 2, I really didn't listen to the actual soundtracks at all. Gran Turismo 2, pretty much, like, when I think of Gran Turismo, I think of Stone Temple Pilots' Sex Type thing. I think that's the song. On Gran Turismo 2. I played that game, I listened to that all the time, mainly because that wasn't too deep a soundtrack, but I'm going to say that Gran Turismo 2 soundtrack is by far the best in that series, because I can't remember shit on all the other ones. The biggest song I remember was on 4, and that was I think it was a song that was on Underground. It was Born Too Slow, I believe. It was on Gran Turismo 4, and I only remember it because it was on Underground. But so much fun. I'm gonna go stick in Gran Turismo. I might play that. I don't know. Maybe you probably don't want to watch it. At the same time, I don't care. I'm doing this for me. Though I'm just ranting. And I know somebody's gonna tell me, shut the hell up. Somebody's gonna tell me to shut the hell up. I know somebody's gonna do that. What is this song? Oh yeah. So I've really just, over the last few parts, have just completely gone on a rant on the importance of visuals and audio in an actual racing game. I mean, you gotta admit, if there wasn't good audio and good visuals, there are a lot of people that just see the gameplay in a racing game and thinking that doing the same exact thing over and over and over, if you write down what you're doing in a racing game, it seems very monotonous and stupid, really. But the atmosphere and the concentration that goes on, and it's just so much fun, and there's a lot of technique in it. Simulation a bit more, but the racing games are so much fun. But if you don't have that atmosphere, there's just something wrong with that racing game. And there's also a fun factor. I gotta admit, I have Super Mario Kart. But I know how that game spawned an entire series that everybody loves. But actually, didn't it spawn? I don't know, but it probably did spawn the entire genre. Because the only thing I can think of other than Mario Kart is, well, it's imitators. Oh, aftertouch. I needed that. But, yeah. Super Mario Kart sucks. It's the same reason to me. I don't like Super Mario Kart mainly for the same reasons people don't like, Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I got 4th place. That sucks. I lost on Winter Sea. Because I've been talking so much, I've been doing so horrible. I'm having fun, so I don't care. Aw, damn it. Chronic Future. Damn you, I wanted to listen to that in a race. But really, with all of what I've been doing, my global takedown total is fairly high. Yeah, I'm gonna give this game a rest. See ya, everybody.